Browns added some defensive line talent, if you will. Dalvin Tomlinson, one of the guys they signed as a free agent, talked about adding Za'Darius Smith, who was his teammate in Minnesota.
Super excited. Used to joke about I'd be joking with him. I'm like, he was going to miss me that much. He had to come follow me out here. So super excited to have Z back out here with me.
And how do you feel about him kind of joining you occasionally on some of those inside snaps so far through these 2 days?
It's going to be super exciting, I guess, because it's some of the similar stuff we ran last year in Minnesota together with me and him running games and stuff together. And it's like the chemistry's already there between me and him.
And Tyler, he touches on it at the end. It's hugely important. They understand how to play off of each other. And in Jim Schwartz's system, he's going to be looking every week. There's going to be, okay, this is a matchup we want. And when he gets it, he's going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and I think it's very important when you're able to bring in players that have played with one another before, kind of like Dalvin Tomlinson mentions. I just think that's really a big deal, and I think that's also why some of us were expecting the Browns to add maybe a defensive lineman that played for Jim Schwartz with the Eagles, like a Fletcher Cox, or I know they did pursue Javon Hargrave, but pursuing someone like that already has is very familiar with the scheme they're running. But also having Dalvin Tomlinson and Za'Darius Smith already playing together, that's going to be really huge for the Browns because they already have a chemistry together. And very important, especially when you're bringing in two new guys to a different team. They already know how to play with one another. Now you just have to get the rest of the defensive line to really just get used to one another. So that's huge that they have that chemistry. But if you look at it, too, it was pretty cool. I believe in 11-on-11 yesterday, Dalvin Tomlinson, Za'Darius Smith, Ogbo was out there, and Myles Garrett. So already Jim Schwartz is using those three defensive linemen, that NASCAR package that we've been talking about, and he's putting Za'Darius Smith next to Dalvin Tomlinson. So there's a lot of possibilities that we've talked about that Jim Schwartz is going to be able to implement this season. We're already starting to see it throughout camp, but there's a long way to go. But anytime you have former teammates that have played with one another, it's only going to help your defense and other guys on the defense get used to the new system that the defensive coordinator is putting in place.